everybody, and welcome to CFO Conversations. I'm Paula Kensington, your host, and with me today I have Sue Rosen. As some of you will know, I'm a CFO with over 20 years experience across Australia and the UK, and my passion is for the future, which is why I'm in the studio today recording these conversations. I am very cognizant of the digital world that we live in and need to make sure that we're always thinking about how to future-proof ourselves. So this is one way that I'm doing that, by helping other CFOs and senior finance leaders in using these conversations to help you. So Sue, maybe give the audience a bit of background of yourself.
Great, thanks Paula. It's great to be here on CFO Conversations. I'm Sue Rosen. I also have many years experience in the CFO role, both here and in the UK as well. Started out as a chartered accountant in London and made my way to Australia many years ago, and have now transitioned into the executive and leadership coaching space. I am absolutely passionate about empowering professionals to become the best leaders they can be, and I do specialise in working with people in the finance space, given that that's my background and that's the context I really get.
And we're going to talk about today strategy. And as CFO leaders, finance leaders, we will all be very familiar with the word strategy, but how many of us are actually thinking about personal strategy and our success and maybe becoming successful earlier? I know in my career, if I knew back in my 30s what I know today, I think I might have been successful earlier, and you've probably seen that in your career and amongst the people that you're now coaching as well.
Yes, that's true, Paula. I certainly know that I would have done things differently back in my 30s if I had known what I know now. And that's one of the reasons I work and enjoy working with clients. And I'm often struck by how many people don't know where they want to go next. And I was in the same boat. And to have beholding conversations and start imagining and dreaming big is so important to us, fleshing out those ideas and starting to work on how we can get to where we want to go, and working on our own personal definition of success as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That may or may not be up the ladder into the CFO role. It may not be a move into bigger organisations in the CFO role. Some sideways moves. It might be industry focused. It might be role or function focused. But it's about getting those ideas and having those conversations so that we can start thinking about the direction we want to head.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that permission to think big is really important, and I talk to a lot of people around, have you got a strategy? And it's amazing how many people don't outside of finance related roles, but thinking about how you're going to achieve greatness if you haven't really got a roadmap to be able to do that. And I know when I was studying my accounting qualification, we talked about how to eat the elephant in the room, and it was one bit at a time. And so if you haven't got a strategy, you don't know where you want to go, how can you possibly start eating the elephant if you don't know where it is you want to go? I know for myself, I've really learnt that in the last 5 years. So I think it's something that the viewers can really tap into. Some tips about maybe how to start thinking about where they might plan their strategy. Sue, have you got some tips for us?
So where I start with my clients is I start on a piece of working through their personal values and understanding how they want to show up in the world. I think that's hugely important. And then taking time for self-reflection, for me, is a really big piece of this, that you actually need to take time out of your day-to-day busyness and envision where you want to be, where you want to go. And as I say, that the dreaming and that combined with the values will help you determine how you want to show up in the world and what looks like success for you across your all areas of your life.
Yeah.
Not just your career,
Yeah.
but in terms of your personal life, your family, your personal development, your health, community, all of those things.
Yeah. Well, we know if you don't have a balanced, successful platform, then you can't be the strategic leader that we aspire to be, or we are being. So I think that's really important. But also for people to give themselves permission and also to think about their self-worth, and I know that can really hold people back about, I'm not good enough for this, I don't have all the answers, not waiting for perfectionism before you actually make a start. If you've got a passion and you've got authenticity, I really feel that that's the motivation that you need to be able to be more successful.
Yes, I would agree wholeheartedly. Sometimes we wait until everything's just right.
Yeah.
You know, we're waiting for somebody to tap us on the shoulder for that next role, or we're waiting to meet all the criteria in the job ad. And yet, if we just had 60 or 70% but were willing and eager to grow and learn in the other areas, we would step up now.
Yeah, no, I agree. So for those people out there watching today, think about your strategy. If you don't have one, then you definitely need to make a start. And for me, I've drawn it on a huge piece of brown paper, which is on my kitchen wall, and I look at it every year and I think about where it is I want to be in 10 years' time. What am I going to do this next 12 months to make steps towards that 10-year plan? So good luck, let me know how you go, and thank you, Sue, for your insights today.
Thanks, Paula.